We have Viper 6 alert days in effect now through Wednesday morning for freezing temperatures. We have a freeze warning in effect for the northern CSRA tonight and a freeze watch for nearly the entire area tomorrow. All the details coming right up.
When you add them up and look at the budget as whole, it demonstrates some things I hope the feds are mindful of during their own budget process.
Now at 10, setting the budget bar high, Governor Kemp laying out his fiscal plans for the state of Georgia. And a new look and a new plan, the future of the Augusta Regional Airport. And it is a drug harder to come off than fentanyl, and it fills store shelves nationwide. Doctors' harsh warning about gas station heroin.
Live from Television Park, this is Wjbf, News Channel 6 at 10 on MeTV.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Jenny Montgomery. Thank you so much for joining us. We will get to those stories in a moment, but first, meteorologist Jenna Petracci joins us now. Jenna, it is cold out there, and many counties are actually under a freeze warning for tonight.
That's right, Jenny. It definitely felt like spring just a couple weeks ago with several days in the 80s, but that won't be the case for us this week. We are monitoring some freezing temperatures tonight, and that'll start in our northern counties. But right now on our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam over at the airport, it is a clear night. Also very breezy. Flag is blowing right now. We had a high of 63 degrees today, so it was below average. Our low temperature was spot on with average at 44 degrees, but we'll be around 10 degrees colder than that tomorrow morning in Augusta. Now, the winds are keeping temperatures a little bit warmer for now. We're only in the 40s and 50s. Augusta at 52 degrees, 46 in Allendale, still at 53 in Millen and Louisville. Aiken, you're at 49, 52 in Wrightsville, and 53 in Waynesboro. And you can see those winds coming in from the northwest. 13 miles per hour in Augusta, 10 in Aiken, 8 down in Waynesboro. Once those winds settle down as we go into the overnight hours, that will allow the temperatures to fall very quickly. So the counties here in purple are under that freeze warning tonight until around 11 a.m. tomorrow morning once things begin to warm up. And as we go into tomorrow night into our Wednesday, notice all the counties with the exception of Johnson and Emmanuel included under this freeze watch. So this means that sub-freezing temperatures are also very likely, and this will become a freeze warning once we get into tomorrow. But for satellite and radar, we had some clouds earlier today, now mostly clear skies. We have high pressure coming in from Canada. That's what's bringing that northwest wind and all the cold air into the southeast. But for tomorrow morning, definitely need to bundle up. 33 degrees in Augusta, a little bit colder towards the north, only making it into the upper 50s, but we will have plenty of sunshine over the next few days. So those alert days go through Wednesday morning. Freeze warning tonight with that freeze watch beginning tomorrow night. I'll have all the details on the forecast coming up shortly, but back to you, Jenny.
All right, Jenna, thank you so much. The South Carolina House of Representatives began debating their budget plan today, and Keita, thank you so much. New guidelines from the FDA will help detect breast cancer earlier. The mandate requires mammogram providers to notify women if they have dense breast tissue, which can make it more difficult to detect tumors. The CDC says women with dense breasts have a higher chance of getting breast cancer and may need further testing. According to the FDA, all mammography facilities will be required to implement the new rules within 18 months. A drug marketed as a dietary supplement and sold at gas stations is highlighting the addiction crisis in the U.S. You can buy the drug called gas station heroin at gas stations. It's advertised as something to help you relax and de-stress. Health experts warn that it is dangerous. Some say it's as addictive as opioids and easier to get. It's used to treat depression in some European, Latin American, and Asian countries, but in the U.S., it is not approved for medical use.
Many people who do become addicted are experiencing what they describe as extremely painful opioid-like withdrawals. They are saying the TNF2 withdrawal is actually as bad as, if not worse, than some of the opioids they've tried.
The capsules come in bright colored bottles with advertising claiming that it helps improve brain function and reduce anxiety and pain. The FDA says those claims are unproven and the product is linked to hundreds of overdoses and deaths. Georgia is only one of seven states currently banning the drug. Coming up, a case of financial meltdown deja vu. Lawmakers are reacting to the collapse of two banks, how it could impact the big banking business. That story after Jenna's full forecast.
This is a WJBF Live Viper 6 alert.
And we have a Viper 6 alert day tonight through tomorrow morning, and then again for tomorrow night into our Wednesday morning as we track freezing temperatures. But here's a look at our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam over in Aiken. It's a clear night, 52 degrees, so not nearly as cold as it will be tomorrow morning. The winds right now are keeping temperatures on the warmer side, blowing at 13 miles per hour sustained. Once those settle down, our temperatures will really drop off into the overnight hours. Humidity, 48%. Visibility is perfect at 10 miles. No fog concerns tonight. Seeing upper 40s through those low 50s. 46 in Sparta, 49 in Sandersville, Evans at 52, 49 in Aiken. Bardwell, you're at 45. Now, looking across the nation, we can see where all the cold air is, and it's getting very close to us. 44 in Birmingham, upper 30s in Nashville, only 9 degrees up in North Dakota. So we have high pressure here coming in from Canada, and that's what's bringing in the cold air across the southeast. Yesterday we had a cold front come through, and that's now down south in Florida. So we don't have anything to worry about when it comes to any active weather, just the cold temperatures over the next few days. Skies are nice and clear tonight, and we'll have a lot of sunshine tomorrow. Winds are coming in from the northwest, 10 miles per hour in Aiken, 7 in Edgefield, 8 in Waynesboro. That's bringing in that cold air from Canada. So for tomorrow morning, starting out at 33 degrees, 57 by 3 o'clock. Winds still pretty breezy, around 10 to 15 miles per hour. Temperatures will fall further on Wednesday, expecting those upper 20s in Augusta, still around that freezing mark on Thursday morning. Then a big spike in temperatures on Saturday morning, 50 degrees, then falling back to below average next week. So we have a freeze warning for the counties here in purple in effect tonight through Tuesday morning. Then we see a more widespread freeze watch that goes in effect tomorrow night through Wednesday morning. So pretty much the entire CSRA, just excluding Johnson and Emmanuel County, but even those counties will still be well into the 30s with some frost around. So a freeze watch happens when we have a 50% or higher probability that temperatures will be 32 degrees or lower. Freeze warning is when it's an 80% or higher probability. So that freeze watch will likely become a warning sometime tomorrow. Our average date of the last spring freeze takes place on March 28th. And as I mentioned, it looks like next week we'll have some pretty cold days as well. So this will not be the last of the cold temperatures. So you'll want to remember the 4 P's over the next few days. Of course, dress warm, and don't forget about your pets. They need to come inside. Protect plants the best you can. Cover them or bring any potted plants inside. And also cover and let those pipes drip and your faucets drip tonight and tomorrow night. Arctic air moving in. There's that high pressure coming in towards the south. Notice, though, not a lot of clouds and not a lot of rain throughout our area. We'll have additional system come in from Texas, and this will start to increase some cloud cover later in the day Thursday, and then we'll get ready for some rain headed our way Friday into Saturday. St. Patrick's Day is on Friday, only 4 days away now, and good news for all the warm weather fans. Check out that high, 76 degrees, and as I mentioned, the low will be at 50 degrees, but we will have some rain as well with the warm temperatures. Lows tonight will be in the low 30s, upper 20s possible as well in those locations under the freeze warning, a little bit warmer towards the south. And for tomorrow, only making it to the upper 50s, so well below average. Over the next 10 days, once again, the Viper 6 alert day goes through Wednesday morning, could possibly be extended into Thursday morning if we have another freeze watch or warning issued. We'll have a brief warm-up followed by a cool down into the weekend with some more rain Tuesday of next week. And we'll be right back.
What's under your home? If you've been arrested for a DUI in Georgia, you may only have 30 days to protect your license or your privilege to drive here. Hi, I'm Tiffany Duncan of DUI Duncan, the DUI firm here in Augusta. Visit our website at DUIDuncan.com to see what we've done to help so many drivers. If you've been arrested for a DUI in Georgia, call me now for a free consultation. While the firm, of course, cannot guarantee results, we do guarantee hard work and fast action.
Remember the name, DUI Duncan. The battle for the awesome. Thanks for your support.
And last but not least tonight, more than 100 high school students in Brooklyn waited months for this day.
They finally got their haircuts for a good cause, pediatric cancer research.
The group's founder says their work will save lives. Here's Greg Mocker.
It's time for a haircut on the basketball court inside the gym at Xaverian High School on Shore Road in Bay Ridge, Brooklyn. Aiden Leary has been waiting for months, but this isn't only about the latest cut.
My friend, when I was growing up, had a brain tumor when I was 7 or 8, and he went through that for like 3 years, so it's just, showing that I'm with him.
The buzz is the best, but not to be outdone. A cut above the rest is for longer hair. Put in a ponytail, snip, and saved. Sent to a company that makes wigs for people and kids receiving cancer treatments.
I hope it makes someone really happy.
Students worked on the event, lining up fellow students to participate in the fundraiser and raise money. Tyler Cutler is also waiting for more than a trim.
We're not a big school, but it's incredible how many people we got to join and do this program. I think we have over 100 participants. So it's a really, really incredible thing we're doing.
The money raise goes to a pediatric cancer charity in New Jersey called Arms Wide Open.
My son, Billy Sherwood, was diagnosed with stage 4 neuroblastoma. At that time, he was given a 30% chance of survival, and that wasn't good enough for us. So my husband and I started to raise funds to supplement, to give treatment options.
Great seeing that.
Yeah.
Great to see that. And it's great to see Greg Mocker, the reporter there. Back in the day, Greg was the reporter here. Way
Oh,
before,
wow.
way before the
circle.
silver hair. Yeah.
Wow, very cool.
And that's all our time. Have a good night.
Hogan's Heroes next, right?
Yep.
Your power play multiplier is 2.
We have Viper 6 alert days in effect now through Wednesday morning for freezing temperatures. A freeze warning is in effect tonight for the northern CSRA and a widespread freeze watch tomorrow. I'll have all the details coming right up.
Now on News Channel 6 at 11, the Augusta Aviation Commission holds an open house. We'll take a look at plans to improve the terminal. Plus, 3 years after the COVID-19 pandemic shut down the world, what local doctors have to say about where we've been and where we may be going. And a freeze warning tonight for part of our area, what it could mean for crops, and how low those temps might go as your News at 11 starts now.
Live from Television Park, this is WJBF News Channel 6 at 11.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Jenny Montgomery. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Coverage you can count on begins with the Augusta Aviation Commission developing a terminal area plan for the airport. Nikita of SPLOST funding instead of the destruction of requested files. This time, SIAS is claiming ineffective assistance of counsel. It is time now for a first check of the forecast. For that, we turn to meteorologist Tina Petracci.
We have a Viper 6 alert day for freezing temperatures. Right now, not too cold, but those temperatures will continue to drop as we go into the overnight hours. Here's our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam now at Washington Road. It's a dry night, clear skies. We have no rain to worry about over the next few days, just the below average temperatures. And that's what we saw today with our high, 63 degrees, when on average we're at 70. Our low temperature is actually right on track with average, but that won't be the case for tomorrow. We'll be around 10 degrees colder than we were this morning. Already seeing those mid to upper 40s, Augusta at 49 degrees, 45 in Thompson and Evans, 50 in Swainsboro, Wrightsville, you're at 51, 48 now in Lincolnton. Our winds were pretty high today, and they're starting to settle down now, seeing under 10 miles per hour from the northwest. That's bringing in all the cold air, and with those winds continuing to weaken, that will allow the temperatures to drop further. So we have a freeze warning in effect for our northern counties from tonight through tomorrow morning. Then that transitions to a freeze watch for nearly the entire CSRA tonight into Wednesday morning. And this will likely become a freeze warning at some point tomorrow. Satellite and radar showing the clear skies, just some clouds outside our area. High pressure is coming in from the north, bringing in that cold air across the entire southeast. So for tomorrow morning, definitely need to bundle up. 33 degrees, only making it into the upper 50s with breezy conditions and a lot of sunshine. So once again, Viper 6 alert days all the way through Wednesday morning. Freeze warning tonight, freeze watch tomorrow. More details on your forecast coming up, but back to you, Jenny.
All right, I appreciate that, Jenna. And as you just heard Jenna say, there is a freeze warning for northern counties tonight. Farmers in the upstate of South Carolina are struggling with big swings in temperatures. With the freeze warning, they're taking steps to protect their crops. Not all crops will take a hit, though, with the freezing temps. Farmers say their cold crops, collards, turnip greens, and broccoli will be just fine, but they're concerned about their spring crops.
Peach crops bloomed out and all, so strawberries are blooming, so it's just going to have effect on them, how cold the weather we get and how long it stays cold for.
Winslow says he hopes the sunshine sticks around once the temperatures warm up. It's been 3 years since Governor Brian Kemp declared a public health state of emergency in Georgia. Hannah Latier spoke with the chief medical officer at Augusta Health about what's changed since then.
I think looking in retrospect, there's a lot to celebrate. There's a lot that we got right, particularly in Georgia.
As of March 8th of this year, the Georgia Department of Public Health says there has been more than 2.3 million confirmed cases in the state. Over 100,000 are in Richmond and Columbia counties.
Our leadership very early on understood the pandemic and what the possibilities were, both on the university side as well as on the health system side, and put the appropriate support behind being prepared very early on in the pandemic.
However, some days were bleak.
We had lots of days where we felt that that was going to be the worst it ever got, and only for the next day, unfortunately, to get worse. So the team responded incredibly well. We pulled together as a community.
Dr. Cool credits vaccines for creating a turning point over the years.
That certainly dramatically reduced the impact of this disease, particularly for those that are most vulnerable, and also for the healthcare providers who were literally risking their life taking care of patients with COVID.
But we're not out of the woods yet.
We're still just kind of one mutation away from this thing coming back and becoming more severe. So nobody should think that because of some date on the calendar that this thing is just magically over.
However, we are making progress every day.
We've really moved toward that step of this becoming part of an endemic disease, and that is one that just exists in our society.
There's a new team to shape ambulance service in Augusta. Commissioners are expected to create.
The Rooms to Go anniversary sale is here, and we're turning up the savings to a whole new level. With amazing sale prices on the hottest pieces and coolest packages store-wide. Now, who doesn't like the sound of that? Whether you shop online or in-store, make your move this month and celebrate in style. It's the Rooms to Go anniversary sale going on now.
The live Viper 6 Skyview Network, sponsored by Terry Lambert Hyundai. This is a WJBF live Viper 6 alert.
That's right. We are currently under a Viper 6 alert day, which will last through our Wednesday morning due to freezing temperatures. So let's get right into things right now on our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview Cam in Waynesboro. It's a nice, calm night, clear skies, dry roadways. So all our focus is on the temperatures this week. Upper 40s right now with a west-northwest wind of 8 miles per hour. That's bringing in the cold air from Canada. Right now, temperatures are in the low 40s towards the north, 46 in Washington and Crawfordville, Lincoln Duncanton at 49, 45 in Edgefield, 47 in Aiken, a little bit warmer to the south, 50 degrees in Wrightsville and Swainsboro. Notice all the cold air across much of the country. We have Canadian high pressure moving into the southeast. There it is on our satellite and radar. We have a cold front to our south down in Florida. That brought us the rain yesterday. We don't have any more rain or storms to worry about. Lots of sunshine with clear skies right now, but it's really just going to be those cold temperatures we'll be focusing on over the next few days. Once again, winds from the west-northwest. We're seeing 5 miles per hour in Thompson and Gibson, 7 in Waynesboro, 6 in Aiken. They're starting to settle down, and when the winds become calm, that really allows the temperatures to drop off. 33 degrees for your Tuesday morning. Winds will stay pretty breezy throughout the day, up to around 15 miles per hour, only climbing into those upper 50s. We'll take another dip in temperatures on Wednesday, 29 as the high in Augusta. Also looks like Thursday could be another freezing morning, but then we'll go all the way up to 50 degrees for the start of our weekend. So a freeze warning is in effect for our northern counties tonight through Tuesday morning. Then this transitions to a freeze watch Tuesday night into Wednesday morning for the entire CSRA, with the exception of Johnson and Emmanuel County. But even those counties could see some patchy frost, as the entire area will be below 38 degrees. So freeze watch is issued when we have a 50% or higher probability that temperatures will be 32 degrees or lower, and then a freeze warning is issued when that becomes an 80% or higher probability. So it's likely that the freeze watch we're in now will transition to a freeze warning at some point throughout the day tomorrow. So you want to remember those 4 P's this week. Definitely dress warm, and don't forget about the pets. Those need to come inside over the next few days. Also cover and protect plants the best you can, and also let your faucets drip. You don't want any freezing pipes. Notice on our futurecast, we don't have a lot of active weather across the area. It's that high pressure coming in from Canada that will come into our area, keep us dry, but also very cold. We'll be watching what happens out towards the west, though, another system developing in Texas. This will increase our cloud cover late in the day Thursday and bring us some rain Friday into the weekend. And speaking of Friday, St. Patrick's Day is only 4 days away, and any warm weather fans are in luck. 76 degrees, much warmer than it has been, but the warm temperatures also come with the rain, giving it a 50% chance for now. Lows tonight will be in the upper 20s through low 30s in our northern counties, and then we'll see a little bit warmer conditions towards the south, but still into those mid 30s. And for tomorrow, upper 50s, so well below average. Typically we're at 70 degrees for this time of the year, and we'll be back at 70 degrees for this Thursday. We'll have a brief warm up after the alert days with the rain Friday into Saturday. And then for next week, it looks like another below average stretch with low 30s in the morning and upper 50s and low 60s in the afternoon.
You just never know what March is going to bring, do you?
That's right. It's been so up and down, and it's
Wow.
not ending anytime soon.
All right, Jenna, thank you so much. Educators in South Carolina.
If you've been arrested for a DUI in Georgia, you may only have 30 days to protect your license or your privilege to drive here. Hi, I'm Tiffany Duncan of DUI Duncan, the DUI firm here in Augusta. Visit our website at DUIDuncan.com to see what we've done to help so many drivers. If you've been arrested for a DUI in Georgia, call me now for a free consultation. While the firm, of course, cannot guarantee results, we do guarantee hard work and fast action.
Remember the name, DUI Duncan. Only the finest in men's clothing.
Are ticket prices for Disney too high? After fielding many complaints from visitors to Disney theme parks, Disney CEO admits the prices may be, quote, too aggressive. However, Disney Plus subscription prices will remain the same after recently increasing by $3 a month. It now costs $10.99 a month for an ad-free version of the streaming service.
Well, like I just told you, Jenny, I'm going to Disney in a few days, and I can confirm it is really expensive.
It is very expensive, yes.
Yeah, especially for the park hopper, which I'm doing Epcot and Hollywood Studios.
Oh, yeah, that'll be great.
Yeah.
That'll be great.
But it's worth it for sure. Well, for our forecast, we have some cold temperatures this week. Low 30s tonight. We have a few areas under a freeze warning. That goes until tomorrow morning. And then we have a freeze watch for the majority of the CSRA Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. So Viper 6 alert days over the next couple of days. It will be nice and sunny, though. Then we have rain moving in on Friday, along with warmer temperatures for St. Patrick's Day. 76 as our high. Back to cooler temperatures, though, next week as we go into the first day of spring.
And that is our report for now, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you download our mobile app for breaking news and weather. Our next news is at 4:30 with Mary, Barkley, and John. Have a great night.